in this lesson, we shall be dealing with simultaneous equations, and we have already discussed that the equations or the models that we usually use is called the OLS, the linear regression model, or what we call the ordinary least square method. And we have said that this least square method is whereby we have two variables. One is called the dependent variable, and the other one is called the independent variable. And in this case, y is the dependent and x is the independent. So we are investigating how does x affect y, or how does the independent variable affect the dependent variable. For instance, we have given an example here. How does a company's profit explain, or how does a company's profit is explained by the advertising cost? In this case, the advertising spending or the advertising cost is the independent variable, and then the profit is the dependent variable. So, but in other situations, we have what we call two-way street, where we have two variables affecting each other at the same time. In such a case, that is why we have what we call the simultaneous equation models. And you see that in economics and finance, many variables affect each other at the same time. And we say that a simultaneous equation is a set of equations where, one, some variables are both cause and effect, meaning that they affect each other at the same time. And the second one is that these variables appear at both or as both dependent and explanatory or independent variables in different equations. So we continue and say, because these two variables influence each other at the same time, a single equation model is not enough. We need a system of equations. So this system of equation is what we are calling simultaneous model, equation model. So one thing you should note is that in our OLS model, we were using one equation, this one equation here, because only x affects y. But then when you come to simultaneous equations, it says that y affects x, and at the same time, x also affects y. So these two variables are affecting each other at the same time, and therefore we use what we call simultaneous equation models. And when we talk about simultaneous, it means that it is a system of equations. It is not one equation, it is a system of equations.